Have you ever thought about how you sell a service that's, kind of invisible but absolutely essential? Well, today, we're going to break down the marketing strategy for a company that does exactly that. They're pitching a super specialized delivery service to a very, very specific group, health food brands. Let's dive in.
So let's start with a big question. How do you deliver a promise? And I don't just mean physically delivering a package. We're talking about brand integrity here. How do you make sure the experience your customer has actually lives up to the promise you sold them?
For a ton of businesses, especially in that whole health and wellness world, the #1 promise is freshness. Just imagine you're selling these amazing cold-pressed juices or beautiful gourmet salads. Your whole brand is built on being healthy, on being quality. Your standard everyday delivery service? Yeah, that's just not going to cut it.
And here's the thing you have to get. For these brands, the delivery isn't some afterthought. It is the product. Think about it. A juice that shows up warm or a salad that's all wilted, that's not just a bad delivery. That is a broken promise. The entire reputation of that brand is riding on that last mile.
Okay, so this is where our case study really kicks off. Let's meet Smart Services Delivery, or SSD. These guys saw this huge pain point for health brands in Kuwait, and they built their entire company around solving just that one problem. Now, SSD works in a field called cold chain logistics. It sounds a little technical, right? But the idea is actually super simple and super critical. Keep stuff cold. From the second it's picked up to the second it's in the customer's hands. And this isn't just about having a refrigerated truck. It's the whole process, the whole system designed to protect things that can spoil.
And just look at how specific they are. This is not a general do-it-all delivery service. They're not trying to compete with the big guys. Nope. They have a laser focus on products that need that special care. Meal preps, juices, fancy diet plans. They know exactly who their customer is.
And here's their core promise, boiled down into 4 simple points. It's not just, hey, we deliver things. It's we deliver it cold, we do it fast and clean, we go everywhere you need us to, and other brands like you already trust us. Every single one of those is a promise aimed right at their target client.
So, they've got the service down pat. The features are solid. But how do you sell that? That's the real trick, isn't it? Let's look at how SDS turns all these operational details into a marketing message that a busy business owner actually cares about.
They start with this tagline, which is just fantastic. Delivering health, not just meals. This one line just elevates their entire service. Suddenly, they're not just a courier company, they're a partner. They get the mission. They understand the why behind their clients' businesses.
And then they hit you with this one. Cold, clean, delivered. It's a completely different style, but it's just as powerful. It's short, it's punchy, it tells you the 3 things you care about most in 3 simple words. It's a rock-solid promise of quality and efficiency.
Okay, this is where we get into the really cool tactical stuff. So SSD came up with 4 different visual ideas for an Instagram campaign. Each one hits the same core message, but from a totally different angle, all designed to grab the attention of business owners scrolling through their feeds. Let's break them down.
First up, we've got Concept 1, which they called Cold Breeze Delivery. The look is really clean, really simple. The whole goal here is to just scream professionalism and reliability. Let's see how they pull that off.
You see how every single piece here is telling the story? The super clean van says, "We're pros." The box of perfect-looking food on the doorstep shows you the happy ending. That headline drills home the main benefits, and then those little badges give you the proof. It's just an incredibly efficient way to communicate value. Now let's look at the second idea, the doorstep handoff. This one shifts the focus completely. It's all about that human touch. They're moving away from the truck and zooming in on the actual moment of delivery. It's all about care and personal service.
So let's pick this apart. That gloved hand, it immediately signals hygiene, safety, and care. You've got the branding on the van and the sleeve. It's subtle, but it's there. And that tagline, freshness at your doorstep, is such a direct, simple promise. This visual isn't about their equipment. It's about the trust you can place in them.
Concept 3 is completely different again. This is the lifestyle grid, and it's built perfectly for Instagram. Instead of one single message, it creates a whole vibe. It feels less like an ad and more like a mood board for a healthy lifestyle. And this is just brilliant. By putting their delivery van right next to pictures of delicious, healthy food, they're not just a logistics company anymore. They become part of this aspirational lifestyle. The message is so clear. If you're a premium health brand, you need a partner who gets it, and that's us. And for the final concept, they switch gears one more time. We have the infographic. This approach is aimed squarely at the logical, no-nonsense business owner who just wants to see the facts laid out clearly.
This whole approach is about being clear and competent. It uses simple little icons to show off the key features: temperature control, full coverage, speed. There's no emotion here, no lifestyle shots. It's a direct appeal to the person who wants to see the data. It's all about building trust by showing you know your stuff.
So, after going through all 4 of those ideas, what are the big lessons here? I mean, how can you take this kind of thinking and apply it to what you're doing, even if you have nothing to do with cold chain logistics?
Well, it kind of boils down to this 4-step playbook. First, personalize your pitch. Make it about your client. Second, tell a story with your pictures. Show the process. Third, make sure what you're creating actually looks good on the platform you're using. And finally, this is a big one, work smart. Create assets that you can use over and over again. It's a really powerful model for any kind of B2B marketing.
And you know, all of this brings us right back to where we started. The reason SSD's marketing works is because they know exactly what promise they need to deliver: freshness. So, the question I want to leave you with is this: what is the one single promise that your brand absolutely has to deliver no matter what? And is every single part of your business built to keep that promise?